Hello guys, it's been a long time since I've ever posted a video on this channel, and please forgive me for that. I'm actually kind of running out of ideas. And so if you have any new ideas for my latest videos, please list them down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for all your support. Now on with the video. In today's video, I'm going to share about how to unlock your creativity and how to develop innovative ideas and how to boost your success. And now let's begin. Now, creativity is a very important tool when we are trying to achieve success because into it helps us with our imagination and it helps us with so many things. And before I go into that, what is creativity? Creativity is basically using your imagination and thinking outside of the box. And it's basically when you're imagining and thinking outside of the box, you have no choice but you have to create new ideas. And it's also called generating new ideas. And by generating new ideas, and your imagination will more and more be developed. And so the creativity is also about generating new ideas. Moreover, it helps with your problem solving with innovation. Problem solving with innovation is basically like thinking outside of the box for the solution, and you're generating new and developing even more solutions. And that is why we call it with problem solving with your innovation. Fourthly, creativity is something about expressing your imagination and originality. And originality is where a lot of people really focus on because without originality, you're just using someone else's ideas. And so by generating new ideas, I know that some people, by coincidence, can generate new ideas that already exist. But by expressing imagination and originality through creativity, therefore, we are actually thinking outside of the box, and so this will lead us to create new ideas and also help us. And some of the examples of expressing imagination is through art, because art is also an expression and is a type of language for when you're communicating with someone. I know. Lastly, creativity is basically combining old ideas in new ways. As I said before, when you're generating new ideas, you often come up with an idea that already existed. So, with those ideas that already exist, and you think that, and you have generated those ideas by your own, and if you have done that, you can actually, with creativity, combine old ideas in new ways, innovative, creative, and imaginative new ways. And that is also called thinking outside of the box. What is the importance of creativity? And normally, before I step into more of this, creativity is basically the foundation for success and imagination. And because of this, it drives innovation and progress through your work, and it also further enhances your problem solving skills, especially with innovativity. Yeah. And it helps in adapting to different environments, and it also helps you to change. Change in terms of like you're adapting to, so let's say you are moving to a new workplace, or maybe this is your first time going to any office workplace. And so when you're doing this, creativity actually helps you to think outside of the box, create new and innovative ideas. It actually helps you to adapt to the environment around you, and within maybe like 6 months' time, you're already like fully adapted to the whole entire space. And this is why creativity is so important. Moreover, creativity also boosts your productivity and efficiency because by generating new ideas, some people might actually call it daydreaming. Yes, believe me, daydreaming is actually a part of creativity because when you're daydreaming, you're actually creating new ideas. Not just any idea, but innovative new ideas. Even though it may not seem like it, but daydreaming is actually a very, very powerful thing when it comes to creativity. And because of this, a lot of people, when they see daydreaming, they might look at it as wasting time. But actually, they're not wasting time because by daydreaming, you're actually enhancing your creativity, and by doing this, you actually generate more and more ideas. And when you generate more ideas, it actually helps you to do so many things even more easier. For example, creativity can actually like lead you into doing uh, time management organization working tool, and because of this you can actually get your stuff done in one day, and before which you actually believe that you never could do it. So in a way, creativity helps you to do something that you have never done before, and that is the importance of creativity. Lastly, creativity builds uniqueness in your character and your personality and your identity. So, with if you have a lot of creativity, a lot of people might look at you as a unique person, not just any kind of normal or average person. But creativity is so important that when you use it and effectively and in the correct way, a lot of people might actually you might build a huge, whole new entire reputation based on uniqueness and identity. Now, what is the enemies of creativity? The enemies of creativity are basically emotions or feelings that actually prevent you from thinking outside of the box and generate new ideas. So, by looking into this, some enemies of creativity is actually fear of failure and judgment. And I think in one of my videos I have emphasized a lot on the fear of failure and judgment. Please do not have a fear of failure and judgment because this fear of failure and judgment are basically, let me give you a scenario where you are a horseman and you have two horses, okay, trying to move towards a new town, but your carriage is actually tied to two different poles, two different strong pillars, which is fear of failure and fear of judgment. And so, by cutting off these two strings, your horses can actually move forward in in going into a new town. Because and creativity actually are the horses, and the fear of failure and judgment are the pillars. So please cut the string off from both of those pillars between the carriage and the pillars, and so that your creativity can improve and enhance. And now, lack of time or resources is basically also known as poor time management. And if you have poor time management, your creativity will actually start to decline, because not really decline, but your time for thinking and wondering about new things or new generating new ideas and thinking outside of the box about things actually is you won't make enough time for that kind of stuff if you have lack of time or resources, and that is why time management is so important. Thirdly, the enemies of creativity are also rigid thinking and routines. If you don't build proper routines or habits, you can actually change your life drastically, and by building just one good productive habit, you can actually change your whole entire lifestyle straight away. But the process is very, very difficult. But once you actually adapt to it, and it will be known as hedonic adaptation. And when this happens, you're actually bored of doing a habit, and it will just become second nature for you. So by making a habit or a productive habit second nature to you is basically changing your lifestyle. I mean, don't you agree? I mean, compared to not having routines or bad habits like drinking coffee just before you go to sleep and stuff like that, etc. Also, when you surround yourself with people who actually don't really support you or uphold you when you are facing challenges, and these are actually called negative environment and or feedback. And these two things actually really bothers creativity a lot. You know why? Because our creativity is actually the foundation of creativity is actually belief. And so when you have reduced belief, you actually you won't be able to think anymore technically, and you'll stop believing that creativity is useless and blah blah blah. But as I have shown in the previous page, that creativity, what is the importance of creativity, and it actually one of the stepping stones to success. So please do not ever underestimate the power of creativity. Okay, and now the negative environment or feedback can actually bother their creativity a lot. So please bear in mind. Last but not least, overthinking and self-doubt. By overthinking, you're actually just bothering, or you're just not helping yourself into doing more productive or efficient things. And not by not doing that, you're actually deproving yourself, and you're not really improving yourself, some people might think. But there are just some boundaries of creativity. Even though technically creativity is imagination, and imagination has no boundaries. When it comes to overthinking, if you overthink, it might actually really affect how you think, and it will not really help in your lifestyle. So maybe like, how to put this simply is to like, when you overthink or do too much of one thing, it actually eventually affects what you're doing and stuff like that. Okay? Now that I have shared the enemies, the importance, and what is creativity first of all, how to develop creativity. And many of you might be pondering this question throughout the whole entire video. I am so sorry if I dragged you so long, but please bear with me as I actually step into the most exciting part of this whole entire video. Please don't forget to watch through the end of this video. Thank you. Now back to the video. How to develop creativity. Creativity is developed through experiments. So experiments is basically when you think outside of the box, you generate ideas. When you generate ideas, first of all, what do you need to do with those new ideas and innovative ideas? Please experiment those new ideas in your real life scenarios, or maybe just ponder, wonder, think about what will happen if you actually use those new ideas. And that is called experimenting. And so by experimenting, you're actually really digesting your new idea so that it becomes into a new one that refined super good idea. Okay, so step number two, which is embrace. Embrace meaning like embrace mistakes and failures that you make along the way, because there's a saying, mistakes actually help you in life. It's not really a saying, I'm just saying it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so by embracing your mistakes and failures in life, you're actually helping yourself to develop throughout your whole entire life, and most importantly, your creativity. Number three, take regular breaks for inspiration. Or, or many of people might use inspiration as, I'm not sure, maybe Bill Gates and all the big guys. So when you take regular breaks for inspiration, please try to motivate yourself as much as possible to refine your energy so that you can use that energy and become more productive and efficient. And so that is why taking regular breaks is very important. But using them for inspiration is even more important whenever you're doing work. And that is why, then that is also how you can boost your productivity and your efficiency. Number four, Surround yourself with creativity. And when I say that, I mean by surrounding yourself with people who support you, people who actually are like you and generate whole new wholesome ideas. So please surround yourself with creativity. And lastly, practice. Always practice mindfulness and curiosity. But do mind that too much of curiosity can actually lead to bad things or some mischievous acts. And also, by practicing mindfulness, you are actually increasing your capacity to learn new things. And you can also face a problem or a challenge in a whole entire new light. Even you yourself might be shocked. What are the benefits of developing creativity? By developing creativity, what benefits you reap will be to unlock new opportunities. And by that, I mean like you will actually create new opportunities in your workspace or in your everyday life and family and your studies, to improve your workspace. Number two, it enhances your personal growth because creativity is actually a new way of thinking, and that way of thinking is actually called imagination. And this imagination will always enhance your personal growth because as it generates ideas, it actually helps you to create more and more ideas on how to improve your life, your personal and professional life. Number three, creativity increases your adaptability and resilience. And so when you're facing a challenge or a problem and you keep failing, first step you have to do is literally embrace the failure. By embracing the failure, you not really feel bad about it, and instead you feel less bad about it, and it make you feel a bit more positive than compared to when if you think about it as a very very bad thing. So, after embracing your failures, it also makes you want to try it again. And when you try it again and again and again, sooner or later, you actually finally get it correct, or you actually finally get it done with a solution that is so well organized, so productive, so efficient, and etc. etc. So, it also helps you to increase adaptability and resilience. Next, it improves your communication and expression. Your expression, when you say like in the simplest things, words, the method of words or the type of words that you choose, and the way that you express it, like a tonality, can actually improve so much more. Like let's say if you are always struggling to um, say a sentence correctly in a structured and orderly manner to a group of audience, or let's say even your family members, this creativity can actually unlock that potential for you to improve your communication and expression skills. Lastly, it also boosts your mental health and joy. And so, by unlocking creativity and reaping the benefits of it, you can actually become more happier, and it also helps you to increase your productivity maybe 30% more. And that is what I'm talking about. We have come to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, please subscribe, share, comment, and like this video. And thanks for watching till the whole entire end of this video. And as always, please don't forget our channel name, which is The Business Blueprint. Thank you.